vulnerability is to give to somebody. So the focus of the last video was about holding back to protect ourselves, but actually perhaps that's not the right thing to do. Perhaps in protecting ourselves, actually we're holding ourselves back from doing something and achieving something awesome. So that might be in a relationship, in a workplace, all sorts of different relationships within your life. For the sake of ease today, for the sake of examples that I've got and what have you, I'm going to stick to a loving sexual relationship for the purposes of talking about this. So we talked about making sure that we're giving ourselves within a relationship, making sure that we are not holding back too much, that we are making sure that we are 100% present in the relationship, and we are sharing, we are being a little bit vulnerable and trusting that other person. But equally, what happens if you are the opposite of that? What happens if you give too much? Quite a few people I help through relationship difficulties who give literally their entire body and soul away within a relationship, and then wonder why A, it's so difficult to leave, and B, why they're so utterly broken when that relationship comes to an end. But actually, what happens in that situation is they've gone the other side of the scale. So instead of holding back too much, they are giving too much. So the way that I try to get my clients to think about it is that your soul, your vulnerability, whatever you want to call it, that is currency, okay? So if you give your entire soul to somebody else within the realms of a relationship, that will result in you having nothing left. But if actually what you do is you imagine your soul is this tangible thing. So I do a beautiful visualization with clients. We talk about finding and looking at your soul. It's always really gorgeous. It's one of my favorite things to do with clients. But what we talk about is that if you keep ownership of your soul and you just roll a few sort of marbles off it, if you like, those marbles are your soul currency. Okay, so the person in front of you that you are thinking about how much you give to them, you actually take a step back from that and you think, right, okay, so how many marbles of soul currency is this person worth? And then what you do is you roll these off and you give those to that person based on how much value it's worth. You're keeping ownership of your soul, you're giving a bit to them, but it is just a bit. Now, if you do that and you keep ownership of your soul will regenerate. If you give too much of your soul away, your soul will wither. It will not be healthy. So even if you've kept ownership of it, if you've not worked with the realms of this being some sort of currency within that relationship, then actually what happens is you are breaking it. You're taking too much of it. 3 or 4 vulnerable marbles, if you like, at a time, absolutely fine. Give them 20, 25, 30 at a time, then actually your soul's not going to be able to do that regeneration. So your soul will expand to however much love it needs to give. That's absolutely fine. On the understanding you don't give too much too quickly or too much in one go. That actually you just use this as little bits of currency. You know, that person, they've either shown me some vulnerability, or I want to see, you know, how much I can trust them. So I break off these few vulnerability marbles and give them to them and see what the outcome is. See if actually they're trustworthy, see if I can give them more. So finding that vulnerability is really, really hard when you just talk about it. But as soon as you give it a tangible visual thing to look at, it actually becomes much easier. So what I suggest you do is look at your current relationships. Are you giving the right amount of marbles to that person? So now we're opening up the realms. I've used the loving sexual relationship as an example, but now this could be for anything. This could be for your boss, this could be for your company, this could be for your friendships, this could be for your family. Work out how many vulnerable marbles, soul marbles, this person is worth, or this group of people are worth, and then live your life according to that. So I'm hoping that that gives you a bit of an idea as to how I work with clients on making sure that they are getting the right balance of being vulnerable with another person, that they're not giving too much away and they're not holding it all back. They're not holding everything back and preventing this potential beautiful opportunity to be happening. So have a think. When you come away from this, maybe you've got a few minutes just to sit possibly with a notebook and just have a think about, what are you giving away? Is it the right amount? Give it a go. let me know. If this is useful to you, please, please, please like and share it. Facebook loves liking and sharing, LinkedIn loves it, Instagram loves it. Please like and share it, because that's how my messages and my information get out to more people. So lots of love to you, and I will speak to you in the week. Bye.